Rusame reader, Crow Song, and today I bring to you the binge compilation for Shy Melody. Now, before we get into that, I would like to invite you to join the Discord, which is linked down in the description below. That being said, on to the binge! Chapter 1, A New Beginning. Russia's POV. I just woke up. The stupid alarm woke me up again. I totally forgot today was the day I was supposed to move out. So, when I saw all my stuff packed up, at first I thought I was getting kicked out of the house. Turns out I'm just going to a new high school. I'm excited to go there. I'm happy I left the school where I got a really bad start. I really wanted to start over. My old classmates all went on to the high school in our hometown. Only I am going somewhere else. I will live with my brother, Germany. He is 2 years older than me and lives in the school apartments. Now, I'm becoming his roommate. That'll be fun. Wake up, son, or else your bus will leave. Yes, I'm up, Father. I was really tired, but somehow I managed to get out of my bed and change clothes. Then I went downstairs to eat some breakfast. My brother and sisters were already there. Good morning, Russia. Up kinda early, don't you think? You have no idea how much I would love to sleep in a bit more. But I can't, Belle. I took a bite of my sandwich. And why's that? He's going on to high school, don't you remember? I forgot as well. Sorry, Russ. It's okay, and yeah, I am. My bus is going to be here soon, so I need to hurry. No, don't go. Don't worry, Belle. I promise I'll come back on summer holidays. I patted her on the head and continued eating my breakfast. Then the time came to take my stuff and say goodbye to my family. Bye, everyone. I'm going to miss you all through these 10 months. We will miss you too. Just take care, okay? My father hugged me. Then I hugged everyone else. Third Reich, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and Ukraine. Then I said another goodbye to everyone and left for the bus stop. The town was like 3 hours away from here if you go by bus. So I downloaded a lot of songs. I had some Russian classics and Maroon 5. His songs are golden. When I got to the bus stop, I waited for a few minutes and my bus already got there. I bought a ticket and sat somewhere near a window. Then I turned on my phone to listen to some of the music I had saved and enjoyed the rest of the ride. After like a 3-hour ride, I finally got there. Germany was waiting for me and later on helped me with my stuff. Thanks, Ger, but you know I can handle it on my own. I laughed a little. You know I always help when I can, Russland. Now, let's go. I have a lot to show you. I came early, one day before school even started. Germany first took me into his apartment and showed me everything. I left the stuff there, and he took me on a walk around town. He showed me lots of great spots. Maybe I'll go there to clear my mind one day. When we came back to the apartment, I packed up my stuff and went to sleep without even setting an alarm. I was really tired from the walk and everything. Next morning. Wake up, Ruslan, wake up! Huh? What happened? You forgot to set an alarm, so I'm waking you up right now. I don't want you to miss the first day of high school. Shit! Thanks, Jur. I quickly changed clothes and followed Germany into the building. There were so many unknown countries that even I got kind of anxious. Germany showed me to where my class is and then left for his own. I first took a deep breath to calm myself down, and then I entered the class. I knew no one from them, literally. I just sat in the back where no one can really see me. I feel like I'm in my middle school years again, and I don't like it. Hello! Hoi! Two unknown voices spoke to me all of a sudden. There was a boy with a flag that was red and white and had a maple leaf in the middle. He also had a hat similar to my Ushanka. Next to him was a girl with cat ears and tail. Her flag was white with a red circle in the middle. She had some weeaboo clothes on her. My name is Canada. And I'm Japan. What about you? What's your name? Russia. Nice to meet you, Canada and Japan. Hi! Finally, a new friend. Me and Canada were desperate because everyone thinks we're weirdos and don't even talk to us. And that's our first day here. Yeah, you are the only one who is acting normal here. I smiled slightly. Someone telling me I'm normal and that I even became friends with me on the first day. I just love it here. Later on, I spoke with Canada and Japan nonstop. They were talking about all random stuff you could even think of. It was really fun. When the bell rang, we went outside to look around the school and get a view of it. While looking, we also saw a lot of people. Japan and Canada introduced me to some of them. They were older than us, though. Some were from second year and some were from third year, like Germany is. I also met him, and he introduced me to his boyfriend, Poland. Then they introduced me to more people, like Mexico, Spain, Australia, New Zealand, and more. But while me and Canada went to the restroom, I saw some boy. He had glasses on him, headphones, and just kept walking without looking at anyone or even talking to anyone. He was really mysterious. I knew he was not from our classes, and Canada knows almost everyone in here, not the new people in our classes. So, when he came out, I asked him about the mysterious boy. Canada, can I ask you something? Do you see that boy? Who is he? Him? Oh, well, he's my brother. Wait, how many brothers do you have exactly? 4. You already met New Zealand and Aussie, right? Well, the boy over there is America. He's the eldest one of us. He goes to class with your brother, Germany. However, he's been acting strange for the past few years. He doesn't really talk to anyone and always listens to some music of his. I remember that MP3 player. It was a gift from Mom. He always carries it around. Oh, I see. Thanks for telling me. No problem. I have no idea if America would accept you, but it's worth a try. I'll ask him today if you two don't start talking, but there's more of a chance that he'll say no. It's okay. You don't have to if that's uncomfortable for him. Just give him some space. Oh, okay then. After our small talk, the bell rang again, so we had to go back to class. Last time, as we left, I looked behind me to see America. He was also in a hurry for his next class. I know I'm not the most social, but I will be friends with you somehow. You are not going to be on your own. I promise. Chapter 2. All it took was a little fight. Third person POV. Russia was at the new school with his brother, Germany. He hung out with his new friends very often and studied pretty well. However, what caused him the most curiosity was the mystery boy, as he called him. America was always so distant, listening to his MP3 and being silent. Russia didn't get any good chances to talk to him because he always ran away. He told himself that tomorrow will be the day. Tomorrow he will talk to America and make him see that there's no reason to be afraid of him. Russia's POV. It has been almost 2 weeks since I came here. Me and my friends hang out every Friday and just have fun. The school is also quite nice, and all the studies as well. However, there's still one thing I can't get out of my mind. It's Canada's brother, America. I swear I've never seen him with anyone besides himself or his brother. He really is a loner, huh? Just like how I used to be. I decided to change clothes because classes are starting again soon. I took a turtleneck shirt I had and some jeans, then my backpack, and told Germany that I'm going to school earlier today and that we will meet at lunch. While I was walking to school, I also saw Canada and America walking out from the bus. I know that they don't live closely to the school. From the excitement of seeing my friend, I ran up to him and excitedly said good morning. Canada was happy to see me, but America, who always had a hoodie on, got scared and ran away. I was looking at him, feeling guilty. I was the one who scared him. Russia, come on, don't be sad. I'm sure he'll like you once he will get to know you. But he's scared and doesn't want to talk to anyone. How do you expect him to like someone like me? Or at least, how should I talk to him? Canada could see that I was sad and worried. I really didn't want to leave America alone, but he always ran away or ignored me. Listen, Russ, I know you look kinda scary, mostly because of your enormous height and kind of scary face. No offense. But you really are a kind person, and I'm sure he'll like you. I really mean it. Thanks, Canada. Alright, let's get going to class now. Sure, let's go. Time skip to the end of second class. Me and Canada went out for a walk. Canada wanted to ask Japan something, so he left me alone, walking around the school. I was looking out one of the windows. We had a really beautiful garden. There were usually PEs there. There was also a fountain and some beautiful flowers. I love to sit beside the fountain when I'm feeling down. Oh ho ho! So I'm stupid, huh, little American? Yeah, you are. Now leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. I heard unknown voices talking about something near me. I walked closer, listening clearly to what they were talking about. I peeked behind the wall I was leaning on and see China and America. Like you don't want to talk to anyone, huh? You scared they'll judge you or something? It's none of your business, China. Now leave me alone. For God's sake, it's my business who I talk to. You won't get away with this so easily, little American. You called me stupid fucker who can't do anything besides insulting people. Now, let's see how you will protect yourself after school, hmm? China looked at America really weirdly, patted him on the shoulder, and then went away. I wanted to say something to China, but I know I would just scare America away. I looked at America and saw the fear in his face. It was a poker face, but the fear in his eyes was visible. I rather quietly ran away. Besides comforting him, I'm sure it would have made things worse. However, I decided that I'll keep an eye on him. If something happens, I will be there. Time skipped to the end of classes. Classes ended really late, and the sun is already going down. I swear I'll get some really good sleep today. Tomorrow is Friday, right? Yeah, it is. Will we go to the cinema again? It was fun. Sure. I'll check out what films are on tomorrow and text you on the group chat. Alright. Also, did you see America somewhere? Wasn't he supposed to go home with you? Yeah, but he said he wanted to go on a walk to clear his mind. He will come back later. Our house is far, but not that far. You know what I mean. Oh, okay. I'll stay here too. I want some fresh air as well. If you see Germany, tell him I went on a walk, okay? Sure thing. See you tomorrow. Bye! There was something off about Canada leaving without America. I just know it. Even if America is scared of me, he always went home with his brother, minding his own business. I had a feeling it had something to do with China, so I kind of lied to Canada about wanting to go on a walk as well. I went around the whole school, finding nothing. America was nowhere in sight. Maybe he really did just go for a walk, and I'm just being paranoid. But suddenly, I heard some noise behind one of the corners of our school. I quietly went there to see what it was, and it was exactly what I thought it would be. China was threatening America and slapped him on the face. Looks like America can't really protect himself, so he just shook there in fear. Am I clear? You will never call me like that ever again. No wonder I stopped talking to you. You are such a lonely child who has no one in life. How cute. When I heard what he said, I got angry. As never before, and without a doubt, I ran behind him, punching him in the head. America just stared at me, and China looked really furious at me. When he saw it was me, he wanted to fight me, but somehow I managed to be stronger than him and threw him away from America. You will leave him alone. Got it? Yes, I got it. Then he ran away. I'm sure he will try something with me as well. I look behind me to see America looking at me, now more angry. Are you okay? I am fine. Just leave me alone, please. My problems are not your business, for God's sake. I thought he would thank me, but instead he screamed and started tearing up. What did I do to you? I was scared for you, okay? You are always scared about me. There's not a single day where you won't leave me alone. Every day you try to talk to me, but can't you see? I don't want to, so just leave me alone now. Then he ran away somewhere, leaving me in the corner. I just stared at the ground, thinking about the past and that it happened again. I didn't want it to be like this again, so I ran in the direction he did, trying to find him. I ended up on a playground near our school. He was in the playhouse, sitting there listening to his MP3 as he always did. He saw me, but just looked away and continued listening. I came close to the house and leaned against one wall and told him something I really wanted to get off my chest. He had one of his headphones down, so I'm sure he heard me. Listen, America, let me tell you why I am acting the way I am. Not leaving you be and all of the stuff around it. I know how you feel. I was just like you back in middle school. I was afraid of having friends because of the way people judged others. So I just didn't talk to anyone and minded my own business. I was all on my own until one girl came. Her name was Finland. She saw I was a loner and tried to talk to me as much as possible. Later on, I gave up and talked to her every single day after that. I had a crush on her, and I didn't want to let her go. But then I started acting distant again because of my trust issues. She followed me the whole day asking what's wrong, and in the end, I slipped and I screamed really bad stuff into her face. I made her cry. When I saw what I did, I tried to say sorry so many times, but she's ignored me since. It happened 2 years ago, and we both have different schools now. I don't want to be annoying, but I don't want to repeat the same mistake either. I hate myself for my past, and I wanted to fix it. And when I saw you, you were just like me. I wanted to help you feel accepted. That's why I'm here. If you want me to leave, I will. But thanks for letting me tell you about this. I needed to tell someone anyway. I just had to tell it. Want to listen to some music together? He offered me his hand. Sure. I took it and climbed into the playhouse, sitting right beside America. Did you hear it all? Yeah, looks like we really are the same, huh? I had the same reasons for why I didn't talk to anyone ever since high school started. China used to be my friend, but then he turned aggressive for a certain reason. I ended our friendship when it was still okay. But now it's complicated, and I don't want to talk about it any longer. I hope you understand. Yeah, I do. I feel so bad for you for this. Anyways, do you want to listen to some music? Of course. He offered me one of his headphones, then turned on some music of his. Wait, is this Maroon 5? I love his song so much. You do? I've never met someone who loves his songs just like I do. Then he smiled. It was the most innocent smile I've seen. It was the first time seeing him happy like this. I smiled at him too, then noticed the bruise on his cheek from what China did to him when he attacked him. I put my hand on the bruise, then America looked at me with a confused face. He was blushing slightly too. I could see it. Then I started rubbing my thumb against the bruise, leaving America in more confusion. I won't let him hurt you like this ever again, okay? Okay. Chapter 3: The Cinema. Third person POV. 2 weeks have passed since the day Russia and America became friends. Russia was always the one starting conversations, even though America freaked out sometimes because of not expecting him to appear so suddenly. He got used to it as time went by, and they grew closer. More and more. China wasn't brave enough to hurt America again. He knew Russia wouldn't let him, and was scared of him. America was glad he got a break from China after a very long time, and that he finally made a new friend. Russia's POV. The few weeks went by really quickly since I started talking to America. We were spending some quality time together and were getting to know each other more and more by the day. I missed one of our hangouts I had with my friends every Friday because America felt stupid in school, so I spent the whole Friday with him. I don't regret it though. The feeling of making someone happy and making them laugh, as innocent as they could. I've never experienced this feeling. It was new. Even when Canada and Japan smiled because of my jokes. When America smiled, it was so pure. I just couldn't help but smile too. I was glad that I made him happy, and that he made me happy too. Me and America were at school, minding our own business as usual. It was lunch right now, and we were eating ours by the fountain. It was calming because there weren't many people out there. So, what do you think about the food? Gross as always. You? Same, buddy. We started giggling a bit. Even a stupid conversation like this can make us laugh. Then I hear Canada coming to ask us something. Hey, bro. And hey, Russia. I just wanted to ask if you will go to the cinema with us today. You missed the last one, so... I looked at America, being a little disappointed, but he gave me the, "It's okay if you want to go" look. I looked back at Canada, waiting patiently for my answer, until I decided. Okay, I'll go this Friday, but with the one condition. America will come with us. Canada looked at me, shocked. Same with America. America was really confused from what I said. What? Me? You? Canada? And all those other people? You know how anxious I am. I can't do that. Then I grabbed his arms that were moving like crazy from the stress before looking at him with a serious face. America, listen. I know you don't like crowds and all, but I'm not going without you or making sure that you are safe. I promise to protect you, and that's exactly what I'll do. I promise that if you go with us, I will never leave your side. However, if you don't want to go, that's okay. It's just that you won't get rid of me. I smirked at the end of the sentence, making America realize that I really do mean it. He slightly blushed, looked at the floor, and then back at me. Uh, um, alright, I'll go. He smiled innocently. Oh god, this feeling is coming back. Canada then smiled as well, telling us how sweet friends we are. He told it like he was saying friends, like he was teasing us both. We didn't care though, and just kept talking and deciding when and where we will meet. Time skip. I was already ready to go. I put my jacket on with the fluff on its cape, and some classic jeans, like usual. I also took a really fluffy Ushanka of mine and left the house, leaving Germany a note since he wasn't home yet. I was supposed to meet with America at the bus station and later go on to the mall with him, where the cinema was. I was running towards the bus stop since I knew it was getting late. When I already had the bus stop in sight, I saw America already standing there. He had a hoodie, like usual, and was listening to some music while waiting for me. America! I'm so sorry for running late. I hope you haven't been waiting for too long. Nah, just a few minutes. Alrighty, let's go then. I'm sure my brother is already there with your friends. They will be your friends soon, too. I'm sure if you give them a chance that you will be happy you met them at some point. I don't really need friends, and you know that. I have you and my siblings. That's all that matters to me. I felt myself slightly blushing. How did he grow so attached to me in like 2 weeks? I won't go into details. I'm just happy he cares about me. We were walking to the mall, talking about random stuff as usual. When we got into the mall and in front of the cinema, we saw Canada, Japan, Mexico, Spain, and Peru there. America got anxious. I could feel it. I patted him on the shoulder as he looked over to me, and I gave him a reassuring look that tells him I'm here and that there's no need to worry. He went into the small circle where everyone was. I was right behind him. Japan introduced everyone to America, while America introduced himself to the others as well. Everyone was happy to meet him and were really nice with him, which made America more confident. Later on, when everyone left to buy their tickets, America looked at me with a smile again. He was more happy. He made a small step into overstepping his anxiety. It made me happy as well. He progressed a lot. We all bought movie tickets for a movie called The Good Dinosaur. It looked really nice, so we all decided to go on that one. Many of us hate horror movies, including Japan and America. We all sat in our places. America and I bought places far from the others because America wanted to enjoy the movie and not stress himself. We both sat there without any food or drinks. Yes, we are dumb. And the movie started. America was looking at it with amazement, his eyes sparkling like he had never seen a movie like this before. Sorry for interrupting, but when was the last time you saw a movie like this? Several years ago. I stopped going when my anxiety got worse. Oh, sorry for asking about that. Russ, it's totally okay. It's not your fault I'm anxious. You are helping me get through the anxiety instead, so thanks a lot. Wait, Russ? I like that. Can I call you a May then? I. He started blushing a little. Sure, idiot. I grinned like God knows who. He can really be a tsundere sometimes. When the movie ended, a few of us ended up crying and talking about the movie and how good it was. Right when we exited the cinema, Canada brought up his beautiful speech again. Alright, beings, you know what time it is? We are all going shopping. Don't forget to come here in 2 hours so we can go home later on. Alright, bye for now. And then everyone went their separate ways into different stores. They left me and May standing alone. I know this happens every Friday when we hang out, but I truly don't know where to go this time. So, want to go see some clothes, or I really don't have anything besides those hoodies. Oh, sure, let's try that one. I pointed at the store where I went with America to look at some clothes for him. America's POV. Alright, I'm scared of today. First, Russia and Canada invite me to hang out with them. Then I accidentally call Russia Russ and start blushing like an idiot. And now we are going to pick out some clothes for me. I feel embarrassed going there with Russia since I am the one picking clothes alone. There will also be a lot of people I don't know that are all. But I'm sure Russia will protect me. Let's just hope he doesn't judge me for my normal clothes pick. We entered the clothes store and searched through some classic male hoodies. However, my body was more naturally feminine, so we also searched into the female section. I already saw some clothes that I really fell in love with. However, I was scared of Russia's reaction. Hey, Russ? Hmm? Could you maybe wait in front of one of the changing rooms while I change clothes? I want it to be a little surprise, like what I picked out and stuff. He agreed and closed his eyes. Then I quickly grabbed some of the clothes from the female section since I mostly like those clothes and they fit my body well. I use normal male clothes like pajamas and changed in the changing room. First, I looked at myself in the mirror. I looked fine. I was excited to see Russia's reaction on this one. I went outside of the locker room and posed a little bit. Alright, you can open your eyes already. When Russia opened his eyes, he looked at me from shoes to head. I had jeans on that had holes at the knees, then a pink crop top with a new woo face on it, and some choker I found really quickly. He was slightly shocked, and I saw a small blush on his face as well. So, what do you think? I asked nervously. You look stunning, Amay. I have no words. Like really. It was visible he had no words. Maybe the outfit was a fit for me after all. So, you're okay with me actually liking feminine clothes? It's totally okay. Like, I really mean it. Your body also has those good feminine curves for it. So, if it makes you happy, then I'm glad. I looked at him with a visible blush. Was he looking at my curves? When he realized what he said, he blushed and started apologizing. It was hilariously cute, so I giggled a bit. We know each other for only like 2 weeks, and he's already looking at my body. I won't lie, I do it too. His body is muscular and has all the stuff, so that how can I not? It's a normal thing to look at friends' bodies, right? After I picked and bought some of the clothes, we picked some for Russia too. He bought a classic t shirt with the text Mother Russia on it and some cool necklace. He looked really good in it as well. When we paid for everything, we had a few minutes to spare, so we both decided to go in and get an ice cream real quick. When we got to the ice cream place, we talked about random stuff again. I liked to tease him about the looking at my curves stuff. He was getting angrier and angrier the more and more I mentioned it and teased it. But maybe he would tease me too if I told him I also look at his body. So I just stopped when it was already enough. After we ate our ice cream, we went on to the place where we were supposed to meet. When all of us came back here, we all head home. Me and Canada take the bus home, and Russia was walking, meaning our ways were departing soon. Bye, Russ. It was nice hanging out with you and everyone today. Maybe I will join you guys more often. Of course, big bro. Anytime you want. Yeah, it was fun. Alright, bye guys. See you Monday. See you too. Also, stop looking at my curves. Hey, stop it, May. Then the bus doors closed, and both me and Canada sat in our places. I kept giggling from Russia's reaction, so Canada got really curious. So, what was that thing about curves? Just a joke we made. There's nothing between it, you pervert. Sure, sure. Then I just kept staring out the window and thinking of all the stuff that happened today. It really was the happiest day of my life when I think about it. It was all thanks to him. Chapter 4 Teasing. Three weeks later, Russia's POV. Another day like every other. The routine continues. Morning, school, home, studying, sleeping. America and I are only together during school, since he doesn't really hang out as he's a loner, after all. He also has anxiety of other people, and I won't force him into something that makes him uncomfortable. I'm just happy to be able to see him anyways. He's the reason I'm not getting bored of this routine once again, like I did before in my middle school. Today was Thursday, a normal day like every other. At least, I thought. But I was seriously wrong. In a good way. I went to the school with Germany, later on saying goodbye to him once again. I was going to open my locker, put some stuff into there, and then leave for my class. However, I closed the locker door, and a very familiar voice spoke to me. "Good morning, Russ." I realized it was May. I turned my head to look at him and say hi, but what I saw just left me in a blush once again. He was leaning against some other locker, looking at me with his sunglasses that were not covering his eyes. That's rare. However, that was not the thing that made me blush like an idiot. He had the clothes he bought when we were at the mall together. The ones that made me look at his body nonstop. He was smiling at me, waiting for my reaction, also holding one of his hips. I stared at him, without knowing what to do. He looked good. "Russia, are you okay?" He giggled a little and moved his hand in front of my face to see if I was okay. I nodded that I am, but I still blushed a lot and couldn't stop looking at him. Did he do that on purpose? "Why are you looking at me like that?" He giggled once again. "It's not like you haven't seen me in this outfit before." "May, you know how it was last time when you had it on." I blushed even more and looked away somewhere to stop myself from blushing at least a little bit. "Oh, I see. Glad you like it, though." He was giggling once again. I really wonder if he wanted to tease me just by doing this. "All right, I'm going to class, Russ. If you need me, you know where to find me." Then he walked away, ignoring everyone who stared at him and just minding his own business. I was trying my best not to look at his body, but it was impossible. I went to my own class and met with Canada and the others. I didn't tell them what happened, but I'm sure Canada knew something. I didn't really want to ask him about it, but I was thinking about how to get back at him. I want to tease him a little bit, since that's what he did to me. I then remembered that we have PE classes with the third years every Tuesday and Thursday. I usually don't do the sports at school, since it's just boring and I always have a way to not do the sports. However, this time, maybe I can give it a chance. My body's not the worst. It's not feminine like a May's, but it's more muscular like my dad's. I'm going to use that to my advantage today. The others and I went out of the class, and when fifth period began, I was walking with Canada towards the changing rooms, with my PE stuff this time. He was seriously confused to see me with stuff on the sports day. "Hey, Russia?" Are you okay today? It's not like we see you do sports stuff that often. Oh, don't mind it. You have some dirty plans, don't you? He smirked a little. Maybe. You'll see. Okay. We then walked into the changing rooms. Amay and some other boys from his class were already there too. When he saw me, he froze for a little. He didn't have a shirt on and was really confused on why I'm not absent today. Russ, what are you doing here today? You never do sports with us. Yeah, I wanted some change. I smirked to give him a clue about what exactly I was doing. Canada went off, minding his own business, talking to other boys. Meanwhile, I was busy changing my clothes. First, I took off my ushanka, revealing my fluffy hair for the first time, and then I took off my shirt. America's POV. We were in the changing rooms, me and others from my class. Some were missing because they were lazy and don't want to do anything. I am in a good mood today because I'm happy I can do sports this time. I was teasing Russia before, and it was hella sweet how he reacted. I'll do something like that again soon. I like teasing him for some reason. While I was changing my shirt, I saw Canada and Russia come into the room. I couldn't believe my eyes. Russia? Sports? How? He never liked it. He always was absent. I asked him, and he just said he wanted a change. Sounds sneaky. He also smirked a little. Now I was rethinking why he was really here today. I'd rather I don't think about that and put on my PE shirt. Then I looked at Russia again, and I couldn't get my eyes off of him. He had this hella muscular body, like I always imagined. Abs, muscles, just everything. He looked so good, and his hair was fluffy. I wanted to touch it. I've never seen his hair without the Ushanka before, so this is new. I couldn't get my eyes off of him. He looks amazing. Everything okay, Amay? Yeah, I just. Never mind. I looked away, blushing like an idiot. Wasn't that the thing Russia did when he saw me in the clothes as well? Was he teasing me like I was teasing him? All the thoughts came through my mind, and I couldn't get them away. Then I looked at him again, with one eye, but this time he was smiling. It gave me comfort and happiness. And it was sweet. I smiled at him, with blush still visible on my face, and went out of the room to let him get changed. I don't need to see everything, after all. We had some exercises once again. Running, jumping through stuff, and all those exercises you usually do in PE. I had fun doing the exercises since I really like sports, especially jumping. Russia, on the other hand, had a great body, but not that much energy. He was already sweating a lot. He had sweat mainly on his forehead and chest, and I blushed once again, losing focus on everything around me. Then Canada bumped into me, getting me out of the trance I was in. Bro, stop staring at the hot man. Canada, stop! I tried to close his mouth, blushing again. Come on, don't act like you're not teasing each other today. It's cute. I just looked at him with shock in my face, turned away, and blushed so much that I was like a tomato. Then our PE class finally ended. Only 1 hour to spare. This time, I tried my best not to look at Russia, changing clothes to avoid blushing the whole time for me. And then Russia tried avoiding looking at me when I was back in my clothes. We both said goodbye to each other and went to our classes for our last period. I wanted to walk home with him today, so I'll surprise him later. I know he lives right next to the school, but I really want him to walk home with me today. At least until the bus stop. When our classes ended, I went to change my shoes, same with Russia. Then, when I was done, I secretly watched him walk away. He didn't even wait for Germany, just went straight out of the school. I quickly ran towards him and jumped at him from the back. Russ! Hey, oh God, you almost killed me. He looked at me, giggling. Did something happen? No, I just wanted to ask you if you won't walk with me today. At least until the bus stop. I was nervous since I felt like I was asking him for, Never mind. Sure, May. What can I do anyway? He smiled at me and walked in the direction where the bus stop was. My face just lit up and I was running towards him to actually get to him. He was a fast walker after all. We talked about a lot of stuff again, and then, without us realizing, we were already at the bus stop. I wanted to ask Russia if he was teasing me at PE today and stuff, but I was shy, like I always am. He, however, can see it on me when I want to ask something, or when something is wrong. So he asked me right away. Something you want to ask him, eh? Yeah, today at PE. Why did you actually do sports? You are always absent, and I have some thoughts in mind, and It was to tease you a little. He smirked a little, and I looked at him. So, it was what he was doing. I see, it was for me wearing these clothes, huh? After all, you know how much I can blush when I see you in it, so I wanted to show you how it feels. Russia, stop! I already know how it feels, don't worry. Just seeing you without a shirt is new and all. You have a nice body. Thanks, and what do you mean by you know how it feels? I blushed. Did I just expose myself for looking at him way too often and blushing almost every time? It's nothing, Russ. Really, don't mind it, okay? Also, Russ? Yes? Can I touch your hair? I smirked at him. He knew himself his hair was fluffy. And I'm sure he expected at some point I would want to touch it. What can I do with you, Ame? He smiled and put down his ushanka, revealing his fluffy hair once again. I couldn't resist it. I touched it. It was so fluffy! It was visible in my face that I really liked it. Meanwhile, it was visible in Russia's face that he was blushing and smiling once again. Then he giggled. What is it, Russ? It's just. It's cute how you like my hair. Like a little boy. I blushed and stopped touching his hair. However, it doesn't mean I won't do it again next time. I already saw my bus coming towards us. I had no idea where my brother was, but I'm sure he'll get home somehow. He always does. All right, Russ. I'm going. See you tomorrow. I smiled at him and went into the bus door, but Russia grabbed my hand and wanted to tell me something. Sorry for grabbing you all of a sudden. Just wanted to tell you that you're not a shy boy anymore, are you? Teasing, once again. Of course I am, just not around you. I smiled at him, and he smiled back. Then he let me go, and we parted ways. We will always see each other tomorrow, so it's not a big deal. But I miss him already. I just want it to be Friday already.
Chapter 5. Coming Out. Some time has passed since America, Russia, and some others went to the cinema. Russia and America started to tease each other, but it was never that much. However, they were always able to make each other blush for some reason. Everything was normal until one day when America started suddenly acting distant again. He was ignoring Russia more and more often, day by day, and Russia started being worried about his American friend. When America didn't come to school at all, Russia knew he had to take stuff into his own hands. Russia's POV. Everything was normal until America suddenly started to ignore me. It's not like he didn't even talk to me, but he started to be more cold and was listening to his music more often. I got nervous after some time. What could it be? 'Cause nothing happened that would break our bonds or make him act cold again. I wanted to ask Canada if he knows something, but I've decided to leave it be for now and not make Canada worry. However, I still have someone I can talk to this problem I have with America, and it's no one else other than Germany. It was late at night, me browsing through Instagram and waiting for Germany to come back into our dorm. He loves working, and from the day he actually got a job, doesn't do anything else besides work. 3:43 a.m. Still no sign of him. I was slowly giving up and telling myself that I will either talk to him tomorrow or try to talk to America again. But then I heard the sound of doors. I quickly turned around to see Germany standing all tired from work and probably wanted some sleep before school. But I couldn't leave it like this. I had to vent. Hey, Jer, overworking again? You know me, Ruslan. I'm really tired, though. It sucks we have school tomorrow. Yeah, you should take a break sometimes and sleep early for once. Or maybe don't go to school tomorrow.
We both know that's impossible for me.
Also, skipping school because of sleep? Are you crazy? Yeah, I knew you would say that. I took a deep breath and asked him the question. Anyways, Jer, I need to talk about something. He looked at me confused, put his bag on the table, and looked me straight in the eyes after sitting on the bed. Sure, what is bothering you? It's about America, actually. He ignores me more and more day by day, and I don't know what to do anymore. He's more shy and cold, and it's like we don't know each other anymore. I thought maybe you could give me some advice on how to talk to him again. Russia, I wasn't really expecting this, actually. I see myself, America is more distant again, but I never actually thought he would randomly stop talking to you. Maybe try to talk to him once more, and if he won't respond, just talk about it with Canada. Maybe he knows something we don't. They are brothers, after all. He's a genius. Jer, why are you always so smart and know what to do in these situations? Helping stuff, I mean. Ruslan, this is the most simplest way to think about it, but thanks for telling me. Just good luck. I'm sure you two will talk again soon. Spasibo. Then both me and Germany went to sleep. I just hope America won't ignore me tomorrow. Day after. I woke up all exhausted from a nightmare I had. It was with America, him leaving into a pure white, unknown space, making me be on my own. I was really afraid of it. He is my closest friend, and I don't want to lose him. That's why I've decided I will talk with him today, no matter what it takes. I quickly got ready for school and went to my class for our first hour. Since we have a big break after second hour, I had to wait a little. Until then, I was getting my confidence all in one place and getting ready for when the time will come. When the time finally came, I got up from my seat and went to grab my stuff and my locker. Every country was outside now, talking and laughing. While I was at my locker, getting stuff, Canada came to say hello as usual. Hello, Russ. How you doing, buddy? Could be better. Did something happen? No, everything is okay. That's when I saw America walking nearby. He had earphones in and was looking at the ground, anxious as ever. I took a deep breath and walked over to him, not letting him go any step further. I stood in front of him, but because he didn't notice me, he bumped into me and we almost fell on the ground. I quickly caught him, not letting him fall. Amay. He was staring at the ground a little. Amay, please. America took his headphones out and looked at me. What is it, Russ? He acted like nothing happened. Why are you ignoring me, Amay? What did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I need a little more time. I was confused. Time for what? Then he got out of my grasp and went away, listening to music again. Canada was there the whole time and was really confused by what was happening. He didn't understand it himself. I didn't think he would get this distant again. But why? Why can't he talk to me? Everything was normal until now. I think I know why, but I don't know if he wants me to tell you. I'm sure if he trusts you enough, he will tell you soon enough. What does he want to tell me? I won't tell. Just, I got a little idea for you. Sometimes he goes away from our house randomly before dusk. He goes into a secret spot in the woods, but I don't know exactly where it is. Maybe wait for him in front of the entrance and talk to him that way? He's got a point. I don't know what America doesn't want to talk about, but if he's scared to talk about it to me, about it, anything now, maybe I need to go a little further. I'll try it, okay? I just don't want to freak him out. Don't worry, it's worth a try. Then the bell rang and we had to go to class again. After several hours of pain, I went to our dorm and quickly did homework, and gave up on studying as usual. I will study in the evening when I'm more calm about this stuff. It was almost dusk. That's when I decided to go out from the dorm and wait near the entrance to the woods. I didn't want him to spot me. I felt like a shaker. I started to give up hope after waiting there for almost an hour. There's no possibility he will come out now. I'm also hungry and need to study. But that's when God put mercy on me, and actually I saw the little American walking towards the entrance. How he was about to step into the woods. My excitement got over me and I stood up. Thanks to my height, I'm already visible, and made a small sound. America heard it, turned around, seeing me, and with shock in his eyes, began running deep into the woods. May, wait! I shouted at him. Of course, without any response, I started running towards him, but me being worse in PE, I started losing him slowly. When I didn't see him anymore, I started to panic a little. What will I do now? Luckily, when I got a little further, I saw a ladder. It was leading into some treehouse. I climbed it slowly and looked around it. It was really beautiful here. The house had some flowers in it, also blankets and lights. There was a view of the whole forest and part of the city. And luckily, America was sitting there, looking at the beautiful view. I tried to be as quiet as possible. Since I saw him from the back, he was sniffling a little. I wonder why he was so sad. Did Canada tell you? He asked, still looking into the view. All he told me was how to find you. Okay, looks like it's still on me then. I was confused about what America was talking about. I just stood there and looked at him. Then he looked at me and pointed at an empty seat beside him. He wanted me to sit down, so I did. We were looking at the view for several minutes. I must say, it was really pretty. It was calming. Now I understand why America goes here. Russia, promise me you won't hate me after what I tell you. Okay? At least not like China does. I would never, May. I will never hate you, no matter what. Even if we didn't talk for some time, and I had no idea why, I still wouldn't hate you, no matter the reason. He started sobbing a little. I wasn't sure why, but I think it was because he doesn't want to believe my words. After all, China used to be his closest friend, and he ditched him, and later on started to bully him. He never told me the reason why he started hating him, though. Okay, let's do this. He wiped away his tears and started talking. Remember when I told you about China leaving me for a certain reason? The reason I was hiding from you. The reason I lost my best friend from childhood? It's hard to tell. I know you'll hate me at least a little bit. Everyone does. They somehow found out and hate me. Only Canada accepts me the way I am and is really supportive, but that's not the case with China. The truth is, I was falling for him in our childhood. We were so close, even my feelings started to grow. So I decided to confess. That's when he got disgusted. A male? Seriously? How disgusting. That was his reaction. He started screaming at me, telling me how much of a faggot I am, how I should get help, and that I really am a screw-up like everyone else said. Be like your younger siblings, they said. I was so sad that I lost him because I am gay. He started crying even more after saying the last sentence. It was hard to watch. Of course, it was shocking to me. I never suspected a thing, but the way he was broken was really sad to watch. I ignored you because I thought it would be better this way. You not finding out and not hating me in the process, and me being shy like I used to. You are my only and closest friend at the same time. I didn't want to lose you. I didn't want to lose you so much because of who I am that I rather kept it a secret. He looked down at his legs, sobbing once more. I was so sad he was like this. It was sad seeing him and not being able to help. I quickly grabbed him and hugged him as tight as possible. He needed love the most right now. He was having a pessimistic thought about me leaving him and me hating him. He needed a whole bag of love right now. Listen, May, it's okay. I accept you no matter what. Even if you're gay, what does it change? You are still you, and that's what I like about you. I would never hate you. You are the closest friend I've ever had, so why should I? He was really shocked, but also happy I accepted him, and was okay with it. He hugged me back tightly, too, and started crying for real now. He was happy I was still here. He went through a lot. So, can we talk normally now? No ignoring? Of course. I'm sorry. Hey, May, it's totally fine. I'm just happy I got you back. It was hell being without you. That sounds weird, but I said what I had on my heart. Then I snuggled my head into his hair. Fluffy. Wait, it was? He said, snuggling into my chest with already visible blush. Yeah, but let's get back now, okay? It's getting late. I agree, but before that, let me snuggle you some more. He giggled while saying the last part and snuggled into me more. I hugged him while he did so and was really happy at finally getting him back. My American. Chapter 6 Unexpected. It was about a month after America came out to Russia now. Russia is fine with it and supports America as much as possible. Same with being as much on his side as he can. He's a freshman, meaning he has to study a lot. Same with America. However, America is quicker in learning, being 2 grades above Russia, sometimes helping him. Today was a normal day like any other. Everyone was chatting, studying, writing tests, having fun. But there is something both America and Russia will have no idea about. America's POV. It's Monday again, the day when my pain and suffering in school begin. I usually hate Mondays, but this one will be special. I was over at Russia's dorm yesterday. Technically Germany's, but he was studying in the other room. And besides the fact, I had to help him with his studies for an upcoming test. It was so fun. When we got bored of studying, we went to get some food in the kitchen. Then we watched some TV, then studied again. And then Russia asked me something which I'm pretty excited about. It's supposed to happen today, and I can't wait. Flashback to Sunday, America's POV. It was Sunday. Russia asked me at Friday if maybe I want to come over. I got excited and said yes, but then he rapidly asked me if I will help him to study. He knows when I say yes, there's no way I will change my answer to no, so he got me in a trap. I was still pretty excited. Every moment with Russia is heaven. After all, he is my only friend. It was around 12 p.m., and I told Canada I'm going over to Russia's dorm. He didn't mind. He and Russia are friends, and he knows when I'm with Russia, nothing can go wrong. Like China just randomly running into me or something. When I came over to Russia's, I knocked on the door, waited a little, and heard Russia's voice. Coming! He opened the door and was really excited to see me. He had his only shirt on, a really baggy one. I thought he had an XL. Turns out there was even bigger clothes for him. Now I want to try it out on me. He gave me a welcoming smile, saying I can come inside. I thanked him and had a small chat with him until we came to his room and saw Germany sitting at a desk. I completely forgot he and Germany are partial brothers, I thought to myself. When Germany saw us, he excused himself to another room. Probably to his work office to study. Russia and I sat on the floor. It was comfortable. He showed me what he didn't understand, and me already forgetting the stuff, having to reread the whole material again. Luckily, I understood it and told him, trying my best to explain to him the stuff. After 2 hours of pain and studying, me and Russia got bored. Russia looked weirdly at the door and stood up, went through it without saying anything. I got really confused and quickly ran after him. What I saw made me relieved. He was only hungry. Russians.
Hungry after all those studies?
Yeah, you know, being a freshman is kinda tiring, May. He took some snacks from the fridge, then offered me some of them with a bright smile.
Want some?
His smile made me warm. I don't know why. And that baggy shirt didn't help either. I just nodded shyly and took the snack from his arm. Russia then turned on the TV. There was some comedy going on. Let's watch something, like, you know, get a break from those studies. Sure thing. It's obvious that the studies are making you exhausted. Yeah, because those idiots won't let me sleep normally for at least one day. They give us so much homework, I can't even sleep. I then sat beside Russia. I got so comfortable around him and got dragged so into conversation that I didn't notice how I sat. I was sitting with my legs connected, halfway twisting, looking deeply into Russia's face. I had this innocent femboy sitting position, but I didn't mind. Russia sure looked shocked from it, but he was blushing. I liked that. Then we chatted more, watching comedy, just being us. However, somehow my eyes got tired and I wanted to sleep all of a sudden. Being beside Russia made me more relaxed than it should. I again didn't realize what I was doing, and my head fell onto Russia's shoulder. I don't remember much. I only remember him jumping a little, but then got comfortable again and didn't mind me at all. Then I fell asleep for a few minutes. Russia woke me up after some time. I was still on his shoulder. When I realized what I was doing, I got away with blush going across my whole face. Russia giggled a little. Are you really that embarrassed to even sleep on my shoulder? I'm sorry about that. I was just really tired. Why are you saying sorry? It was not that bad. He shrugged and laughed again. His smile, again, warm feeling. Then I realized something. Russia still needs to study. I quickly ran into his room, grabbing the stuff and putting it on the couch. It's time to study. No, May! He got flustered, and that made me laugh a little. Then it took another hour to repeat the stuff, and now we're done. We continued to watch the TV after some time, this time enjoying the silence. However, Russia suddenly broke it. Hey, May? I was wondering. Yes, Russ? Russia started blushing more for some unknown reason. I wonder why.
You know, you are doing so much for me. You helped me study for a test, spend every single day with me, and just. I can never even repay you. That's why I want to ask if you know. Will, will go to the cafeteria with me tomorrow? He put his arm behind his neck and started being nervous. I blushed, then looked at the ground. I thought about it a little, then I finally gave him my answer. You know me, Russ. I don't go public places that easily, but I can make an exception if you'll do me a small favor. Sure, what is it? He looked at me, nervous again. Let me try your shirt. His eyes widened, and I gave him a huge smirk, slowly making gestures for him to give me the shirt. Eventually, he gave up and let me have the shirt. He was shirtless at that moment, but I was too busy absorbing the shirt. I stood up and looked at myself. It was huge. Seriously. Besides, my slim body, this was like a blanket. What is this? A triple XL? Russia looked at me and giggled. I saw a blush on his face once again. It's way too big for you, May. You look so small. Because, fun fact, I am. But how the hell can a shirt be this big? He laughed a little more and then took it off me. I got a buzz running through my body, as did he. It was an unknown feeling to me. Okay, you had the shirt. Now will you go? He smiled warmly. How could I say no to that face, and even after him actually letting me try out his shirt? Of course I will go. If it's with you, I will always go, Russ. We then hugged each other tightly. I didn't want that moment to end. Back to present. Me and Russia met at the school gateway and made our way to our classes. I was sad to leave Russia behind, but I was excited to see him at the breaks and even after school in the cafeteria. Why did this feel like a date? Russia's POV. The last few days have been confusing for me. From the day America came out to me, I feel some weird happiness growing inside of me. I don't know if it is just me being happy he told me that he trusts me enough, or if it was something else completely. I was also tired from studying, but also couldn't sleep because I kept thinking about everything. What is happening to me? Why am I feeling like this? I already felt something similar to this before, but no, that can't be it. I can't be. No, that's not it. It's not. I can't be. Those thoughts were running through my head like crazy until America came into Germany and I's dorm that Sunday. When he came over, we studied, nothing unusual. But then we ate and watched TV for a bit. America sat in a way that made me feel weirdly comfortable, and I just tried not to think about it anymore. But then he fell asleep on my shoulder. I had mixed emotions. I never felt like this. He was just sleeping, but his hair, I wanted to snuggle into it. He looked so peaceful when he slept. That's why I let him. After a few minutes, I woke him up. When he realized he was on my shoulder, he quickly got away, and it was adorable. Then we studied again, and that's when I got an idea. Maybe I can find out what those feelings are once we try this out. I asked him to go to the cafeteria with me. He said yes, after trying on my shirt. I was really excited and nervous at the same time. I wanted to know what those feelings were. If they were what I thought, I wanted to make it clear. When me and America went into our classes, I got sad to not see him. I grew attached to him a lot and couldn't wait to get the lessons over with. Meanwhile, I was sitting at my desk with Canada and Japan just chatting about stuff. The professor came into our classroom. Okay, class, I want you to listen carefully. Today we will introduce a new student to our class. Their family moved here recently, and we want them to feel as best as possible. Thanks for listening. Can you please come in? A new student, huh? I wonder who they could be. Everyone was eyeing the door without knowing what to expect, and who came in shocked me. Finland? Chapter 7. Long time no see.
Russia and America decided to go on a date together. Russia wanted to confirm something that has been going on with him for a while now, and America is just being happy that his best friend wants to take him somewhere again. However, in school, Russia gets mildly surprised. Russia's POV. Finland. Her? When? Why? Us? Classmates? Again? Those thoughts were running through my head like a truck. She couldn't possibly be here. It can't be true. She didn't choose this school. I did. So why is she here? She chose a completely different school, somewhere far away. So what the hell is she doing here? Hello, my name is Finland, and I just moved here a while ago. My last school didn't have good terms, and my family got a better job here. So that's why I moved. I hope you can accept me as your classmate. She smiled and waited for Hades' instructions. Thank you, Finland. Now go sit down wherever you like. Finland nodded and went over to the table where only one girl was sitting. It was Estonia. Estonia was more of an introvert, like May, but we never really got to chat. The hour went by as usual. I was uncomfortable being with Finland in one room, but what can I do? We were classmates now. I just had to wait until the hour would be over. Second one was a pain, too. Nothing too good to learn, and Finland was still here. The only good thing that saved me was that Canada and Japan were here. Without them, I would be lost. Ame was 2 grades above, so he can't help me at hours. Finally, a break, a big one. Sure, 15 minutes, but still better than out of 5 or 10. I got out of the classroom and went over to find Ame somewhere. Canada saw me and didn't mind me. He knew where I was going. Where else can I possibly go? Only to America. While I was searching, I didn't really care about what others were doing. I just saw them and passed by, and they went to talk with each other. I went over to check the corner, and he wasn't there. Where could he possibly be? Then I heard footsteps behind me. I turned around, hoping it was May, but what I saw got me. It was Finland. "Were you following me?" I asked, annoyed. I didn't want to talk to her. Not after everything that has been done in the past. What I've done. "Oh, maybe a little. Sorry about that. I just wanted to know if it's really you, Russia. And it looks like it is. Even taller and more handsome." She smiled at me, and I started blushing. She was my past crush, so what can I do? "Oh yeah, it's me. Long time no see, I guess. After a few years of ignoring each other." Her smile got more sad as I said that. "I'm sorry. It's just you made me sad a lot at that time. But it's past now, okay? I would like to be friends with you again. I don't know if you have some now, but you probably don't." "I do," I replied coldly. I know she assumed I was still isolating myself from everyone, but now I have friends. I have a May, and I'm happy. "Oh, sorry about that. I thought you were still the mysterious one who just wanders around the school silent. But somewhere along the line that changed. But it has been a long time now, so it makes sense that you've changed." "Yeah, you didn't change at all. Though, maybe by looks." "Excuse me now. I need to go find my friend." Why that last word sounds not right to me, I'm not sure. I slowly walked away before Finland asked me something. Am I really the same after all those years? Maybe we didn't talk much, remember? But I can say you look more pretty. You grew up. See you in class. Finland started blushing, but I didn't really mind. Sure, it made me smile a little because she was my past crush, and maybe there was a chance of us being friends again, even after how much I've hurt her. But I really had to find a May now. I wasn't in luck. A May was nowhere to be seen. I was worried that one thing could go wrong, so the whole day I wasn't thinking about anything else. Only if he's okay. After the end of our hours, and finally began to go home, I searched for May once again. Luckily, Finland didn't follow me this time. I will talk to her in class tomorrow. I was searching everywhere until I finally found him. He was going out of the restroom, yawning. "May! Oh, thank God!" I ran up to him and hugged him. He was really confused by my actions. "Russ, what are you doing? I was just in the restroom." He smirked at me, and then I started to blush a little from embarrassment. "You know, I was scared something happened to you. I didn't see you at break at all, and I couldn't think about anything else today." His eyes got wider, and he blushed a lot. "Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Our professor gave me extra stuff to do because apparently, to them, I'm not good enough or some shit." I got mad after hearing the last sentence. Him? And not good enough? Are they blind? It's alright, May. I was just worried a lot. And don't listen to them, okay? It's not like they are better than you. You're magnificent, smart, kind, and just everything. So don't really give a damn about what they tell you. That got America. He was probably a blushing mess by now and looked away, pulling his hoodie on quickly. I still saw it, though. It was cute. Thanks, Russ. Anyway, how about the cafeteria? We wanted to go today. Is it still up? Yeah, of course it is. I can't wait to take you there. And then maybe go to Sutton Park? I don't know if you like that stuff, but... He put his hand across my mouth, making me blush. Like I said, as long as you are with me, I'm going anywhere. He gave me a warm smile, and I blushed more. Why was I turning into a blushing mess?
Chapter 8 Realization. After Finland came to school where Russia and America are, she wanted to be more friendly with Russia. They were old friends, crushes. She wanted to restore their friendship as much as possible, but wasn't able to. When they talked, there was a chance of stuff going back to normal. But now, Russia only has one thing on his mind, and that thing is his date with America. America's POV. After school, I went home for a bit. Same with Russia. We got ready for our little trip, as I like to call it, and went to meet each other. When I came by the bus, Russia was already there, waiting. He had a black hoodie on that looked really soft and comfortable. He also had on a more fluffy ushanka and a scarf around his neck. I, instead, had some coat with a hoodie under it, a cap on my head, and some gloves, as well as a choker on my neck because I like those, but it wasn't too visible. Don't mind me, it was cold. When I got off the bus, I got soft giggles from Russia. I'm sure he was laughing about my outfit. Why are you so dressed up? It's not that cold. He gave me a smirk. I'm not a polar bear like you, Mr. Russian Federation. I need some warm clothes, or else I will seriously be cold. As you say, United States of America. Can we go to our next destination now, young man? I laughed at his sentence. He's acting like an old grandma. As you wish, old man. Let's go. Hey, you're older than me. And that's how our conversation went the whole way we walked to the cafeteria. When we got there, it was already getting dark. It was around 5 p.m., so that makes sense. It's winter after all. We went inside and already got the feeling of warm. It is really nice in here. Good interior, just everything seemed nice. They welcomed us and told us where our table was. So we had a table, huh? We sat down and told the waitress what we want to drink. I also got a dessert, ice cream, because why not? I didn't expect you to pick a cozy cafeteria like this. and reserving a table. I teased him. It was so fun to do. He blushed and giggled. Yeah, it's not every day you go to a cafeteria with your best friend. He said the last part hesitantly. I would have said it that way too. I didn't know why, but maybe I had this feeling towards him. I know it was too soon, but I couldn't help it. I thought about this more and more while we were waiting for our coffees, and it made sense to me now, but I know Russia is straight, so I had to hide myself as much as possible. That's why I pretended to sleep on the table. Russia's POV. When I said best friends hesitantly, America blushed a little. I didn't know why I kept saying it that way, but it just didn't feel right to me. It feels wrong. I'm so confused. America then fell asleep a little on the table, and I just watched him. He was adorable. Like, really, I couldn't stop staring. I knew he was adorable, but this adorable? Then our coffees came, and America's ice cream came. We drank our coffees first, still talking about random stuff that came to our minds. After some time, though, America started to eat his ice cream. At first, he was like, "Let's eat." Then it turned into, "Shit, this is cold, help me." That was so cute and nice to watch. He didn't notice me staring like an idiot, so I was safe. When we paid and left the cafeteria, it was already dark. The only lights were lamps around the town and lights from restaurants nearby. So, want to go to the park? Sure thing, boss. Why, boss? I'm your friend, you know. Why did I stutter again? Oh, I mean, yeah, you're technically both, even though you are younger. He smirked at me. I don't know why he started to complain about my age, but it was a bit funny. Yeah, and you are older, yet shorter. Shush. It's not my fault I got my father's genes. I also got my father's genes, and I'm still a teenager. What? Don't tell me your father is taller than you. Yeah, I should be about the same height when I'm an adult. Dude, how? I'm almost 18 and I'm short as hell. How do you do that? Wait, you're already that old? When's your birthday? 4th of July, and yeah, indeed. It's only half a year, and I'm technically an adult. Meanwhile, I'm here being 16. Nice. Wait, when did you turn 16? 16th of November, like a month ago. Why didn't you tell me to tell you happy birthday, you idiot? He jumped at me, hugging me while I was a blushing mess. Sorry, I never really tell anyone. But now I know, and I'll be sure to keep you company next year. He smiled at me, being all cute while holding my cheek. I blushed even more and smiled at the thought. Next year, huh? Sure, sorry again. I smiled at him, and we kept chatting until we saw the park in the distance. There was a few more lights around, and we even saw a bench nearby, so we sat there. Again, we chatted about a lot of stuff and had fun. Then I noticed something on America's neck. A choker? He doesn't wear those often. May, you have a choker? Oh, yeah, I like them. So I decided to wear one today. I mostly have them for something special. He looked away smiling, and that made me smile too. I'm happy he took this as something special. It looks good on you, though. You should wear it more often. I smiled warmly at him. But then people will know I'm. Just because of a choker? Fuck gender roles, dude. Wear whatever makes you feel comfortable. You are you, and that's what I like. When I realized what I said, I quickly turned away because I was a blushing mess at that point. I didn't see America's expression because I was way too embarrassed. Thanks, Russ. Did America just sneeze? Wait, did you just sneeze? Yeah, but I'm fine, don't worry. That's because of the ice cream, I'm sure of it. I don't want to get a cold. Not now. He sounded like a baby begging for help. Okay, I think it's time to get you home, May. I don't want you to get a cold because of me. That's when I took his hand and we started to walk to the bus station. The bus should be there anytime soon. America started to shake more, which made me worried. What if he gets sick because of me? Then I decided to do one thing I never did for anyone. I took off my scarf and put it around his neck. I was seriously close. Here, I hope it helps somehow. I'm sorry for dragging you out into the cold weather like this. Really sorry. But it was fun today, right? It was. The best day indeed. He snuggled into the scarf. I lost it. I officially lost it. Then his bus came. I was sad he had to go, but we will see each other again tomorrow. He waved goodbye and went to the bus, still snuggling the scarf. When his bus left, I started jumping around, having a huge blush across my face. I know what these feelings are now. It's love. Chapter 9. Talking Stuff Through. Russia finally realized what he was feeling towards America for a long time now. What he felt was love. However, Russia was still a little confused from stuff. Was he gay? He didn't know much about this stuff, and didn't want to ask America because he would find out his feelings. Russia left wondering what he was really until today. Russia's POV. It was this weekend I realized that I am in love with America. It all made sense to me. Me feeling happy whenever he's around, being a blushing mess, the warm feeling in my chest, apparently butterflies in my stomach. All of those made sense now. And how do I know what this feeling is? I've felt it before, but for a female. I was seriously confused. Am I gay? Straight? What else is there? Well, I do like a boy. Maybe the female one wasn't truly a crush? I don't understand.
I really don't. My thoughts were interrupted when I came to the school. Canada came towards me.
Hey, Russia!
Hello, Canada. Something up? I just wanted to say hi, but yes, actually, something did happen. What do you mean? Is it something bad? America apparently caught a cold. He started to sneeze a lot, and then Mom went to check on him, and boom, it turns out he has a cold. So I wanted to inform you that he won't be in school for a few days. Maybe he will be back next week or this Friday. Can't tell. I feel the biggest guilt I can possibly feel. I was the one who took him out. It was because of me. Oh my god. Canada, I was the one who took him out in the cold. I'm so sorry. I feel horrible. But how is he? Is it bad? Russia, calm down. Why should you feel horrible for that? When he came home, he was the happiest I've seen him in a while. He just appeared to catch a cold while being out with you. So don't blame yourself. I'm happy you both had fun that day. And yeah, actually, it's not that bad. The scarf you gave him helped a lot. I actually haven't seen him without it since the past few days. He smirked at me, thinking there was something between us. Well, there wasn't, but I was the one in love, so... I started blushing a little after he said that, then smiled. I'm glad it helped somehow. Now, want to go to class with me, tall boy? Sure thing, Maple boy. Hey, Maple is really good, though. Being tall also has its benefits, you know. We were just talking about random stuff to each other while going to class. Then all that happened was studying, hanging out with Canada and the others. Other than that, not much. Without a May, it all felt so empty at some point. A little time skip to Wednesday. Those 2 days were the death of me, and it looks like this whole week will be the same. Without a May, it all felt so empty and boring. All I did was study, and the others didn't bring me quite as much joy like a May did. I feel like I'm fixated on a May too much. But can you judge me? Look at that boy. A fucking angel! However, even when those past 2 days were really boring, I did notice something. Finland was looking at me a lot more than usual. Well, kind of. She is here for a very short time, but it still creeps me out. We are not even friends, so what is she doing? It was chemistry now. A class I don't understand at all. We were learning some new stuff, and like always, I never understand it. So, students, while you study this new stuff I gave you, I also have a new thing for you to work on. It will be a group project. You will be separated into groups of 2 countries each, and each will make a specific substance. Now, I will tell you about how the groups are parted. Wow, this professor just loves us, giving us not only new stuff to learn, but also a group project. To people like me, it's a death sentence. Canada got to be with Japan. Lucky for him. Now it's time to me to go know what I got. I was hoping it won't be a certain person I'm trying to avoid. Next group is Russia and Finland. Fuck my life. After the school day is over. Finally, everything was over and I could go peacefully to my dorm. I was surprised when Finland didn't come to talk to me about the project yet. I hope she won't. I'd rather do it all myself than with her. I want to avoid her at all costs. Russia, can we talk about the project a little? Please? I jumped a little from my locker, looking at Finland with shock. That little... I just wanted to tell you that maybe we can do it later today, so that we both have it done and you won't have to spend so much time with me. I know you want it to be done as quick as possible, so I just wanted to do you a favor. She looked at the ground, looking a bit sad. Honestly, it was true. I wanted to have this project done as soon as possible. And it is true that I want to avoid her. But seeing people sad makes me angry. I hate when people are sad because of me. People being sad is a trigger for past events I have been through. And I especially don't want to make the same mistake. Not to a person who was the first one who I made sad. Not again. I took a deep breath and finally gave her my response. Hey, Finland, look at me. She did. We will do the project later today, at your house, in 2 hours, so around 3 p.m. And I'll stay a bit longer. Maybe we can watch a film, or I don't know what you do these days. Just something to clear our heads after the project. Does that sound good? I smiled a little to reassure her. Her eyes lit up, and she was excited for my answer. Then her face fell down again. I'm happy you want to stay a bit longer, but I don't want to force you into it. Seriously, I don't. You are not pressuring me into anything. Don't worry. I will come over, we will do the project, then watch a film to clear things up, okay? Just, I don't know where you live. Oh, sure, I forgot, sorry. I'll text you the address to your phone notes if I can. Okay, sure, here you go. I gave her my phone, and she opened the notes app to write down her address in there. I really wanted to avoid her. I was scared of being friends again. We have a project to do, and I don't want to make people sad. This was the only reasonable option. Here you go. I'll be waiting for you at 2 p.m. Then she left. Not even a single goodbye, huh? Kinda glad she doesn't take me as a friend yet. 3 p.m. I was walking towards Finland's house. She moved here recently, so I had no idea where she lived. I only remember her home back when we were in middle school. Her family had this small, cozy house. It was in white and blue, and looked very nice overall. When Finn invited me that one time, I pretended I didn't actually like it, but I actually memorized almost the whole house. It was seriously beautiful. I came to the address Finland gave me. It was this huge house. This time it was gray and white. It looked really cool, but too big for my liking. I was used to living in a small dorm already. I knocked on the door to see if anyone would open it. Then I waited for a little, and Finland opened the door. She didn't have her hat right now, which was a little odd to me. Maybe because I never take my Ushanka off, only when I go to sleep. Oh, hello, Russia. Come inside. I went through the doorway and took off my shoes. Finland's family was not home, so that was a relief. They were kind of strict. At least that's how they were the last time I saw them. We went to Finland's room. She already had the stuff for the project ready. Everything from pencils, encyclopedias, or whatever that was. Everything was there. Wow, you really got ready for the project, huh? Well, yeah, I am an organized person and need everything to be ready. Good to know. So, can we start now? Of course. So, I will find the information and you will write. Then, on the second part, we switch and you tell me what to write, okay? Sounds good. Let's start. And that's how I had no idea how these 2 hours passed. It was 5 p.m. and a little darker outside. Why didn't we meet at 3 again? That really took a while. It's already getting darker. Yeah, I agree. So, want to stay for a little more for the film? Well, of course, I promised I would stay, didn't I? And it can be fun, I suppose. She smiled a little and went outside the room without telling me for what. She brought in a whole bowl of popcorn. A big one. Then she turned on some movie with a really interesting story. So I kind of got dragged into it. We were just watching and eating. Then this one romance scene came up. I was not really a fan of those movies, but it seems Finland liked the moment. How do women think again? Aw, that's so cute. Look at them. They are really meant to be. I suppose. You are really not the type to be into romance, are you? Not in the films. In reality, I don't mind. I have crushes myself, so... Oh, yeah, you do? Any girl on your mind right now? That sentence. Girl on your mind. It hit me. I didn't fall for a girl. I fell for a boy. A boy who is kind, cute, smart, and everything that exists. But I won't tell her so much about it. Just the fact that it's not a girl. That should be enough. I started to blush a little and looked to my left and said it. It's not a girl. A little silence came. She looked at me with a shocked face, but when I looked back, it was not the disgust kind of shock. It was a kind I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know. Sorry, I thought you liked girls. She chuckled a little. I don't only like boys. I also like girls. Maybe. I don't know. It's confusing. So you're neither straight nor gay? You like both? Or something like that? Probably so. I don't know what I am. I seriously don't know. Did you ever try to Google it? Wait, I'll search it for you. After a little bit of searching, she found something. Got it. People who are bisexually are romantically and physically attracted to members of both sexes or more than one gender. Does that suit you? I felt this weird feeling of happiness. Bisexual, huh? That's the word. I am bisexual. I like both men and women. I like boys and I like girls. That's it. That's me. I finally found out something I didn't know for some time, and I'm really glad. It'll take some time to accept, but it feels nice. All because of Finland. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Aw, a bisexual being! I've never met a bisexual in my life, only a lesbian. But maybe people were hiding it. Who knows? Most of us are. There are people who suffered a lot because they even told it. That's why I'm being careful. But for some reason, I trust you. She looked at me, not believing what I said, that I trusted her. She was really happy by what I said. At that point, I realized I may want to give a second chance to our friendship. She is not that bad. I was. I pushed her away for asking her if I'm alright. I liked her back, but I was an asshole. I found her annoying, meanwhile, she just wanted to help. Listen, Finn, want to be, maybe, friends again? Oh my god, Russia, yes, of course! She hugged me tightly. I think I stopped breathing for a moment. Oh my, I'm so sorry. I'm just happy you want to give our friendship another chance. I will explain everything later, okay? Why I acted like an ass and everything. Okay, let's just finish the film now. By the way, you can call me Russ. Sure thing. Oh, and by the way, so, who do you like? She wouldn't give up, would she? It's, Oh, I probably know. You two spend a lot of time together. It's America, isn't it? Yeah. Just don't tell him or I'll kill you. No worries, Russ. Your secret is safe with me. Then we finished the film. I went to my dorm. Germany was already asleep. I just closed my eyes, being happy that I'm okay with Finland again, and that I finally found out who I actually am. I'm bisexual. America's POV. It was Thursday morning. After I hung out with Russ, I got a cold. But it was gone pretty quickly, though. And I was healing more by the day. The scarf he gave me helped a lot. I never took it off, and if I did, it was not for long. Russ seriously means a lot to me. More than he's supposed to. But he probably doesn't feel the same. I'm just a friend. I know I am. He likes girls, so I can't catch feelings now. I can't help it, though. He's just amazing. I just can't. Since I already got better, I decided I'll go to school today. I wanted to surprise Russ, too. I was gone for some time, so I wonder how he's been. I also need to return the scarf. I walked to the school gates, waiting for Russia to come. I wanted to hug him and something like that. Like, a surprise, I'm good now. And then just talk. Even a simple hi with Russ made me feel happy. No, 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 I can't catch feelings for him. He's straight. Stop. I was waiting for some time, then I finally see him. Ushanka on his head, like always. I started to run towards him with a really happy face. I wanted to scream after him, but then I saw Finland. She went after him first. They talked a little and went to school together after that. I was standing in one place, alone, desperately. I know he's straight. I know he likes girls. I knew this would come. He liked Finland in the past, but even when I know, I feel like I want to fall on the ground and cry everything out of me. It's just too much to handle.
Chapter 10. Misunderstanding. After America caught a cold and Russia was without him for a week, he got closer to Finland. He came out to Finland about the fact that he was bisexual and admitted he likes America. They are friends again and talk like just before. But when America saw this, he mistook it for something else. Russia's POV. I decided to wait for Finland in front of the school because we're friends again, and I just wanted to not mess up this time. When she came, we decided to go into the school and just talked about random stuff we missed throughout the years we didn't talk. Then we went to class, nothing unusual. I was still sad that America caught a cold and hoped that he'll come in on Monday, but Finland was trying to cheer me up. However, with a way that made me want to hit her. Don't worry, your lover will come soon. Why are you so sad? Your prince is doing just fine. Stop being depressed, he'll come soon. Finland, I never wanted to hit you so badly. Come on, you don't hit women, do you? I don't care about gender. Oh shit! It was finally the end of third class, and we had a 15-minute break. Finland decided to finally spend some time with her other friends instead of me, and I happily walked up to mine. When I came, Canada looked at me, concerned. Did something happen? Hey guys, is something wrong? It's about America. He's acting weird today. What? Why? His cold got worse? What? He's fine already. He even went to school today. Didn't he tell you? He's fine? And in school? That made me so happy. I can't describe the happiness I felt at that moment, but I was still worried. Canada said he was acting somehow weird today. I wondered why. Wait, he came to school today? I smiled. So you didn't know. I guess America wanted to surprise you. That was the cutest thing I've heard today. I wanted to hug him so badly. He was going to school all happy, but now he's sad? I don't know if he saw something that made him this way or anything, but I'm worried, Russia. Now I'm worried too. Why is he sad? I want to know. Did someone hurt him? Is it that bastard China again? I want to know. Where is he?
Probably just walking around or is on the toilet. It's weird, but he said that when people leave, he has his own room to himself. He just likes to be alone. Okay, I'll check. I'll be right back. I went to check the hallways first, in any place a May could be. He wasn't there, so I went where Canada told me he could be. The toilets. I opened the door, and there were two countries just talking, washing hands, and then they left. May was not in that room, but I remember the thing where you can lock yourself in one of the cabinets. I checked if some were locked, and just when I was about to lose all hope, because all of them were open, the last one wasn't. It's still a 50-50 if America's there, but I still tried it. Anyone in there? It was silent. Please, if someone is in there, tell me. Still silent. I was really worried at this point. I wanted to leave and get something to open the door, but when I was about to leave, the door opened. May peeked out of it. I couldn't describe the happiness I felt. I think I even cried a little because he was fine. I ran up to him and wanted to hug him really tightly, but he backed away. Why? America's POV. I was locked up in one of the cabinets in the men's room. I wanted to be alone. Really alone. For some reason, I couldn't bear with the fact that Russia likes Finland again. I just couldn't. I needed some time to myself to actually accept it. Did I fall for a straight guy? Probably so. Nothing unusual to me. This thing happens to me. Always, basically. I was just sitting on one of the toilets, looking down, trying to think everything through, and then someone called. Anyone in there? I know the voice. It was Russia's. I didn't want to answer. I wanted to be alone, but at the same time, I felt horrible. I wanted to be with him so badly, but then I would be sad of the fact that he likes girls. I'm such an idiot. When he called a second time, I still didn't answer. I just couldn't. Then I heard slow steps back. He wanted to leave. I don't know why, but he did. I was scared he would think I did something to myself or anything, that maybe he would open the door by force, so I decided to unlock the door, then peeked through the door. I saw him standing. He heard the doors for sure. I came out of the cabin now. What else had I to do at this point? He turned around and instantly started smiling. Maybe he was happy that I'm fine. That was adorable. But then again, he likes girls. I should seriously stop. I need to stop. He ran to hug me, but I backed away. He was too fast, and I was too hurt. Russ had a confused expression. Sorry. Too fast, I guess. I sounded cold, but I seriously had no mood. May, are you okay? I'm worried. He was worried. You could hear it in his voice. Yeah, of course. Why should I not be? I mean, everything's fine. I'm cold free and all. Why should I be sad? I'm not. Why should I be? I was mumbling so much that I'm sure he knows I'm not fine now. May, please, who hurt you? Did I hurt you? I was silent. I didn't want to tell him. I couldn't. Please, May, I want to know. If I did something wrong, please tell me. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Whatever it was, I really didn't want to. He was seriously about to cry, wasn't he? I couldn't watch him this way, but at the same time, I needed to be alone right now. When I'll be alright with the fact that guy I fell in love with, like someone else, I will come back. But I couldn't watch him like this. I put my hand on his cheek slowly, smiling weakly. I'm fine, Russ. I really am. I just need time for myself now, okay? I'll come back to you when I feel better. I promise I'll try my best for it to be soon. Alright? I started crying a little. It was like I wanted to leave him for good, which I didn't. I didn't want to lose him as a friend, at least. May. He came closer to my head. He put his forehead against mine and put his hands in my hair. I was about to die of how much I was burning. I was, but I tried to stand it. It's fine. Take your time, okay? I'm so sorry. I put another hand on his cheek. I wanted to comfort him that it'll be fine, but this way we looked like a couple, and I couldn't stop thinking about Finland, even if this was what I wanted with Russia so badly. I couldn't have it. It will be fine, okay? I'll come back soon. Just need some time to put stuff together. I wanted to back off the way we were holding each other, but I couldn't. I put my hands off his cheeks and opened my eyes. He looked into mine, his beautiful green eyes, shining eyes. I wanted to kiss him so badly. I'm sure he didn't want it, but he was looking into my eyes as well, not letting go of my hair. He then, for some reason, backed down himself and left with tears in his eyes. I wonder why he backed down. Probably because it was too close or something, but his eyes... I just need to get the fact that he's straight, lose feelings, and everything will be alright. We will go back to being fine like before. I just need time. Russia's POV. I was so close with America. I wanted to be close like this for God knows how long. His beautifully colored eyes made me want to be with him even more, to protect him, to kiss him. But I ran away. He's hurt because of me. I was the one who hurt him. When I think about it more, it was probably because of the fact that I got closer with Finland. He may have gotten the wrong idea. I don't know what he's thinking, but these next days will be hell without him. I may have Finland, Canada, Germany, and other friends, but I'm lost without a May. I wish I could finally confess to him, no matter how it will end. Maybe I will, when he's feeling better and wants to be around me again. I will. I will finally tell him everything, how I feel about him, how awesome he is, how sweet, how caring a person he is, how he's so adorable and lovable, and that I want to protect him and be with him no matter what. I wanted to come out to him, wanted to tell him that I'm bi. When I confess, I also want to tell him that. If he saw anything with Finland, we are just friends and he got the wrong idea. Yeah, I'll tell him everything. Next time, I'll tell him everything.
Chapter 11. Confession.
After America and Russia got into a little drama themselves, America didn't want to talk to Russia for some time. He was in love with Russia, but after what happened with China, he didn't want to ruin the friendship he had with Russia. However, America didn't know that Russia felt the same way, and soon Russia will tell him everything. Russia's POV. It has been a few days since America didn't come to school. I have heard from Canada that apparently his cold came back and he needs to stay home. But I know why he's home. He doesn't want to see me. He is hurt because of me. He most likely thinks Finland and I are into each other, but it's not true. I'm into you, May, so badly. You have no idea. However, life is cruel, and it made you come to the wrong place at the wrong time. I promise I'll fix this, no matter what. It's soon about to be a week since we both are alone. Being without you is seriously cruel. I got used to your presence a lot, and you basically became one of the reasons that I'm sometimes smiling. And that's why I'm going to fix this. Wait for me, May. I'm coming soon. I just need to get home from school. It was finally over. The school day finally ended. How much I hate this place. It was time to get back to Germany's apartment. It was the weekend, so I could finally rest and think of a way to confess to a May. At least that's what I planned. However, when I was going home, I saw Canada waiting at the bus stop alone. Japan most likely went home earlier today. He was listening to some music through his headphones. My way home is across the street from the bus stop, so why not say hi to him? I went up to him and greeted him. When he noticed me, he took off his headphones. Hey, Canada, waiting for the bus? Hey, Russia. Yeah, I am, actually. I pointed at a seat next to him. Can I sit for a bit? Yes, of course. I sat down next to Canada, thinking of what to ask. He is America's brother. Maybe he knows something about him. I don't want it to look like I'm here just because of May, though. Maybe it would be best not to ask about him. You're here because of May, aren't you? I jumped in shock a little. What is he, a mind reader? No, I'm not. I was just walking through and saw you here and thought I could say hi. But it is true that I would like to know how May is doing. Maybe it really won't hurt to ask. However, I said, Canada looking at me. It's true, I would like to know how he's doing. I haven't seen him for over a week now, which is unusual. Canada grinned a little. I'm sure he misses you too, you know. It's not like he was this long without your company. I'm also weirded out by why he's like this. Isolating again. His expression got sadder. Exact same thing happened when China did what he did. It's heartbreaking seeing him suffer so much. And when you don't even know how to help. I honestly thought you did something to him, just like China did. I was already about to come to you, but Amay said you did nothing wrong, and I believe him. He just doesn't want to say anything. Can you at least tell me what happened? So Amay didn't blame me. He was actually protecting me from his brother. Even when Amay is hurt, he still protects me. But he's hurt because of a misunderstanding. I need to explain it to him as soon as possible. But first, I need to tell Canada what happened. It's true, I didn't hurt him. At least, not intentionally. I just got close to my childhood crush, Finland. We are friends again. However, the day May came back to school, I think you remember, it was a bit earlier to surprise me. He most likely saw me and Finland hug in front of the school. I'm not sure if that's what he saw, but it most likely has something to do with the fact that me and Finland talk again. Canada was silent for a little. And are you crushing on Finland? I'm not. I don't think I ever would fall for her again. But she is a friend that knows a bit more than all of you, even about my middle school life. However, the thing is that Amay misunderstood the situation. It was a friendly hug, and I think he got sad when he saw us. I wanted to hug him really badly that day, too. And when you told me he came to school earlier to surprise me, I was so happy and wanted to find him. But what I found was him crying in the toilets. He was crying a little and told me he needs time to himself. I know it's because of me, and I really want to fix this. Really, really badly. Canada was silent again. He was listening to every word I was saying, trying to understand the situation better. So, May is sad because he saw you and Finland hugging, and he misunderstood the whole situation. Correct? Mm-hmm. And I'm not even surprised, actually. May was always anxious about losing people he cares about, even as friends. But honestly, at his place, I would react similarly if it was a person I actually loved. Loved? Did he say loved? Does that mean May maybe loves me? Gay panic was flowing over me at this point. I just felt like I had to say it all, With a mild blush across my face, I finally said what I had wanted to say for a long time. Hey, Canada, there's actually a thing I want to say to your brother. Hmm? I love him. I love your brother more than a friend for some time now. I never felt ready to say it, but I think I am now. Coming to terms with my sexuality was a bit harder, but I really want to tell your brother how I feel about him. However, he saw me with Finland, and I think he won't come back to school or directly talk to me anytime soon. Can you please help me? As I said all of those words, I felt relief. Finally, I wasn't scared to open up like I always was. It felt great. Canada's eyes were opened wide, and a small grin came on his face. Man, you actually said it. I'm so proud of you. Also, that it's my brother who you like. That made me happy. He smiled. He loves you too, you know. You two are just idiots who never notice, though. So you both get anxious over nothing. He started laughing a little, and I had the feeling to punch him. I guess I'm just flustered. Thanks, Canada. A few seconds later, Canada's bus came. He stood up from the bench on the bus stop we were both sitting on, said goodbye, and went onto the bus. However, he stopped between the doors and turned around to look at me. Hey, Russia? Yes? Want to come see my brother and tell him what's on your heart? I was just looking at him. He just offered me to CMA and basically tell him about how I felt this whole time. I was thinking a bit about it. Like, if it isn't better to leave it for later, but in the end, it was better to just go for it now. This way, me and Demay can talk sooner, and I really don't want him to feel bad anymore. Yeah, sure. I stood up from the bench and followed Canada onto the bus. We bought our tickets and sat on some free seats. So, I can help you like this. Since I know both of you and May are idiots, and most likely won't move on your own, I'll help a bit. I will go to May's room and call him to eat dinner, since that's what I usually do anyway. Then I'll send him to get some syrup from the basement. This may sound creepy, but you will be waiting there for him and tell him everything like you told me today. Okay? Wouldn't it just be better to knock on his door and talk to him there? No, that's too basic. I would even recommend climbing into his room, but then what are the stairs for? He was starting to mumble more nonsense one after the other. But you get the point. This is how it will be. You will confess in a basement. How romantic. I'm a genius. Sure you are. He's crazy. We finally came out of the bus and were walking to their house. Apparently, none of their parents are home for now. They apparently took the youngest brothers and went on a trip, leaving the oldest at home. Okay, so one last question, Russia. Yes? What do you exactly like about my brother? He smirked and looked at me. I started blushing. Well, you see, he has really, really pretty eyes. Like, magnificent. He is handsome, caring, kind. He is seriously the best person I've ever met. He tries to understand the pain of others and helps however he can. He is also a really funny person and. Okay, I don't need that much, but I'm happy you see him like this. He is a kind person, yeah, but you are too. You two are just a perfect fit. So make this work, okay, Russia? You can do this. Thanks, Canada. We then soon were in front of their house and went inside. As planned, I went into the basement, and Canada went and got dinner ready. It's now or never. America's POV. I was laying on my bed, being tired from everything. I was slowly moving on, luckily, but the pain was still there. Just a bit more time and I can come back to school. Then maybe try talking to Russia. It's all so confusing. I wish I could just disappear. I heard the doors close. Canada was home. He always brings me homework and today even cooks dinner. Honestly, his cooking is simply the best. He truly knows how to cook. I waited a bit longer and dinner was ready. I could already smell it. Pancakes. He really knows how to make those. Canada then knocked on my door and told me that I can go eat dinner. I was really hungry, so I went downstairs to eat the food. Food was the only thing that kept me sane. And video games. Hey, May, can you do me a small favor? Yeah, what is it? Could you please go to the basement and grab me some maple syrup? I'm really tired from today. I would literally fall asleep right now on spot. Oh, yeah, of course. Just rest, little brother. Thanks, Oni-san. And no Japanese in the house. Oh, come on. I'm learning at least. I was already in the basement. I was giggling. Canada is an idiot, but he's also the best little brother. Idiot. I was about to grab the maple syrup, but then I saw another hand reach out for it. It was a big red hand. Did someone break into our house? I'm scared. Hey, get away! Calm down, May. It's just me. Russia? Russia? What's he doing in our house? Canada? I think you have some explaining to do later. What are you doing here? And in our basement? I was visibly confused. So, there's something I really need to talk to you about, but I know you wouldn't want to see me, so Canada offered to help, and, This is how it is? He really is an idiot, huh? But true, I most likely wouldn't want to see you. So, since you're already here, mind telling me what you want to talk about? Well, okay. Here goes nothing. He took a deep breath. It's true, I still don't want to see him, but it looks like there was something really important he had to tell me. I mean, he got into our basement to tell me. America, I really like you. I wanted to tell you for so long, but something always got into the way. I was blushing like crazy. I didn't expect this. Russia loves me? Remember the day we hung out? That one night when I gave you my scarf so you wouldn't catch a cold? It didn't help at all, but that's when I realized I may see you as more than a friend. I was confused for a long time, 'cause I only felt this way about Finland in the past. But now I feel this way about you. I even talked to Finland about this. She knows, actually, and helped me label myself as bisexual. I told her everything I think of you, even to Canada today. How cute you are, how kind you are, what pretty eyes you have, everything. But I never told it to you. That's why I'm telling you now. I know you were, and still are, sad because of me, and I hate the feeling of that. I thought that maybe if I told you how I feel, maybe it would help. I'm weird, I know. Wait! I shouted like a blushing mess. I was so red my stripes were barely visible. I feel the same about you. When I saw you with Finland, I felt hurt. I wanted to be with you so badly. I had to take some time for myself to not see you that way anymore. Maybe this way I could save our friendship, but I couldn't help it. Your gorgeous green eyes, generous personality, you are the definition of perfect. I love you, Russia. I looked into his eyes, and he was also a blushing mess. We both looked away a bit, but it was visible that we were both really happy. I was really, really happy. The guy I love loves me too. So, want to eat with me and Canada? I asked, still flustered. Yeah, of course. I'm starving. Great then. Let's eat. I was really flustered. As I was leaving, Russ grabbed my arm. May wait. I turned to face him, and he kissed my lips. It was not a French kiss or anything, just a normal peck kiss. But even that made me flustered like crazy. He leaned back and looked into my eyes again. I was in shock. I could barely move. But I came back to my senses a little. I kissed him back quickly. We both smiled and hugged each other. We should go now. Yeah, you're right. We went to eat dinner. Canada already knew it all worked out. He was some sort of genius when it came to resolving problems. After we all ate dinner, we played video games for a bit, and then Russ had to leave. Well, it's already late. I should get going. Yeah. I'll take him outside, okay? Okay, lovebirds, have fun. He chuckled and left to his room. I was a blushing mess again. Same with Russ. As Russ put on his coat, he was about to leave. So, see you Monday. Yeah, see you. Get home safe, okay? Of course, May. Don't worry. Also, I'm glad things are okay between us again. Thank you. He was so adorable. Russ. I took his cheeks into my arms and kissed him again. And then we both smiled. Now go, before Germany gets worried. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. Good night, May. And then he ran off. I went up to my room and just couldn't sleep. I was smiling constantly. I instead looked at the sky and the moon. I was incredibly happy. Thank you, Russia. And that's the end of this book. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to join us on the Discord again. That's linked down in the description below if you actually feel like doing so. Well, that being said, I'm pretty sure I'll be reading a one-shot and then I'll be starting take 2. The one-shot will be by Mystery Savior because they're the only one I have permission from to read one-shots from. I can ask around for more permission later. Just give me one-shot book requests and I'll do it. That being said, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, night, or whatever it is for you. And I will see you tomorrow.